Hello there everyone! DC FanDome's first day has been a blast, and given us some new games to discuss. Let us jump into the fray and break down the Gotham Knights reveal and gameplay trailers. Batman and Jim are dead, but this is a brand new universe. The trailer opens with news broadcasts talking about an explosion to the north of Gotham, and Bruce Wayne's body being found in the wreckage. While this sounds very similar to the ending of Arkham Knight, there are a few major differences. At the end of Arkham Knight, the press knew Bruce was Batman. If this is the same continuity, then why would no one make that link? Batman Bruce Wayne found dead is a much bigger headline than just billionaire philanthropist Bruce Wayne. The second thing is, while we assume the explosion was at stately Wayne Manor, the building is never actually named as such, which is again odd. Wayne Manor is to the north of Gotham, but surely the press knows Wayne Manor is there. Why not mention that the explosion occurred at Wayne Manor? The third thing is actually from Bruce's pre-recorded message for the Bat family. He mentions Jim is dead and implies he has been for a while. At the end of Arkham Knight, though, Jim was alive and went on to become mayor of Gotham, which can only mean that this is a new continuity. This is a post-killing joke. This is normally a given with most Batman media, but we do get some loose evidence in the trailer. As Barbara Gordon listens to Bruce's message, we can clearly see her wheelchair to the left of the shot. While this left her permanently paralysed originally, the New 52 retconned this and restored her ability to walk, which is seemingly what this version is drawing inspiration from. The Robin is Tim Drake. While the first outfit shown is more reminiscent of Damian Wayne, this is actually Tim Drake. We see him quite clearly using a bow staff in the trailer, which is Tim's signature weapon from the comics. Damian Wayne is more used to using a katana. In the gameplay trailer, we also see him in an outfit much closer to the Red Robin suit from the comics. Speaking of which, customizable costumes? Through both the gameplay and reveal trailers, we see a plethora of different outfits on the characters, from Tim's more Damian Wayne-esque Robin suit, to Batgirl going from a more basic Batgirl costume to something far closer to Batman's look. Whether these outfits have perks or are purely cosmetic remains unknown. Could this be a costume system similar to the new Marvel Avengers game? Mysterious Lairs. We see a shot of Nightwing and Batgirl walking through what looks like a temple or underground lair. The entrance in the background certainly has a cave-like look. As the camera swaps positions, we can see two owl statues in the distance. This could be part of an investigation into the Court of Owls and their lair, and the labyrinth beneath Gotham. The labyrinth from the comics was used as an arena for the new Talon to prove his worth by defeating his predecessor, but was also used as a death sentence for enemies of the court. Batman survived in the labyrinth for 8 days in the comics, with no supplies but the water from a fountain, which he was convinced was drugged. Goons undermining Gotham. Literally. While we don't know why, this could be linked to the lair we just talked about. Tim cloaks himself in this shot as two goons stand by mining equipment, which we can assume is under Gotham. Cool story, bro. This is just a visual Easter egg, but a sign in the background of one shot while Red Hood is fighting reads, "Cool, bruh." Prison break at Blackgate. While Arkham is the go-to for the criminally insane of Gotham, Blackgate Penitentiary houses the more regular criminals. We see Tim in what appears to be a prison complex, and while the writing on the wall is slightly off frame, we can assume that it reads Cell Block 3 at Blackgate. The Justice League is present, and the Watchtower is online. It's all about Tim today. We see him teleport across rooftops with an overlay showing this is done by the Watchtower. The Watchtower is the Justice League's headquarters in space. In the comics, the Watchtower has been both a base on the moon and also satellites in orbit. This certainly looks like one of the satellite versions from the image we see on the overlay. Whether the teleport is using boom tube technology or whether this is a more simplified form of teleportation is currently unknown. However, there is a effect around him as he disappears into the teleport, much like the boom tubes. The Court of Owls. We finished the reveal trailer with a rhyme about the Court of Owls. While not the same as the one from the comics, the ending is very similar, with the threat of the Talon. The Talons are the court's assassins and enforcers, and the stasis pods we see here most likely contain the bulk of the Talons in stasis. The court has the means to bring dead Talons back to life in the comics as well, with the only way to stop them being to freeze them, which puts them in a form of stasis. Unwarranted theory. Just going to throw this out there with no evidence, but I'm betting Bruce Wayne will be leading the Talons. Calling it now. If I'm wrong, then I'll have to think of a suitable forfeit closer to the time. Battle for the Cowl. While a very different story in the comics, this does have some elements in common with the Battle for the Cowl storyline, with Bruce Wayne presumed dead and the Bat family trying to fill his place in Gotham. The evolution of their outfits through the game could be a sign of them trying to upgrade their looks to be closer to Batman's as they fill the void he's left behind. And there we have it. That's my breakdown and analysis of the gameplay and reveal trailers for Gotham Knights. If you noticed anything I missed, feel free to drop it in the comments below. And until next time, stay safe, heroes.